Hey, Elias, I think we are good to go. Are you there?
Yes, I am. Can you see me?
Yeah, yeah, sure. Okay,
All
guys.
right.
Yeah, good evening, guys. And this is our sixth Twitter committee call. And today we're having Oneramp. Yeah, I mean they are one of the first products out of Africa that are building on Starknet. And what they do basically is that they enable users to withdraw their crypto assets from your DApp straight to their mobile money, right? So we'll have Elias explain to us what this is all about. But before we go deep into that, I would love to know what your background is and how you got into crypto.
Okay, hey everyone. We are in the Easter period, so I traveled to the village. I don't ex I expect my network to be shaky, but I hope you're able to hear me for the bulk of it. Yeah, so if you hear me, you could as well just put a reaction, so that I know that you hear me. Emmanuel, do you hear me? Oh, nice. Okay, so my background is in economics. In During university, I studied land economics, and I finished university 2022. And yeah, but before I finished university, how did I get into the crypto space? I got into the crypto space during the 2020-2021 hype. So during that hype, I got in because of curiosity. Everyone was talking about it. Oh, you can make $1 million in crypto. How I became rich. If you've been on crypto Twitter, you have basically witnessed that. So that's the reason as to why I got into the space, curiosity, and to probably make some money. But I stayed in the crypto space because of the potential I saw. Yeah. So first because it's something new, and it's revolutionary because of the decentralization aspect. And there is a lot you can do with decentralization. So I don't know if I am rebellious, but I I like something that is decentralized rather than centralized because yeah. So I stayed for that reason, and I decided to dig deep and to learn how to write code purely because of the crypto space. Nothing else. I never ever got to do Web 2. I started straight away in Web 3 because I was interested. And yeah, this is where we are now. Emmanuel, you are muted.
Okay, so what I was saying was that like most people got into crypto during the bull market in 2017. Then also some people got into crypto 2021 as well. So for me, I got into crypto 2017, I mean. Okay, so can you briefly like introduce Oneramp to us, like what it entails in general?
Okay, so Oneramp is an on and off. It's an on ramp and then off ramp of cryptocurrency. So what on ramp means is that we allow users to be able to buy cryptocurrency using their fiat money. So anyone who wants to participate in the cryptocurrency bull market, anyone who wants to do staking, flash loans, and whatever use case you may have for cryptocurrency, you actually do need cryptocurrency. Yeah. And to do that, you need to exchange the fiat currency you have for cryptocurrency. And that is what we do. We support people to be able to on ramp. Off ramp is, yeah, you have your cryptocurrency, you want to get fiat cash because maybe that is what you use to pay for goods and services. So how do you change the cryptocurrency you have to fiat money? And we allow people to be able to off ramp. So The unique thing about Oneramp that we are focusing on is mobile money payments. So if you have used any of the wallets that are there in the Starknet space, all the wallets that are there support card payments. And we know that most of sub-Saharan Africa, so that is Uganda, Kenya, Rwanda, Tanzania, Ghana, most of them use mobile money as a form of transaction, but that option is not there in on the Starknet wallets available currently. And also the ones that are there, the ones even that support cards, most of them are not supported in sub-Saharan Africa. I do not know why, but yeah, most of them are not supported in sub-Saharan Africa. So we are building something for the community we know and to be able to onboard them onto the space. Yeah, I feel like currently we are excluded. Yeah. So most of us in sub-Saharan Africa are excluded from the space because of the barriers to entry that we have currently. Yeah. So it's difficult to own ramp. You probably have to use an exchange. You cannot just use Banxa or ramp. And yeah, so we are trying to drive inclusion of the people that have been excluded by the systems that are there right now.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's understandable. I think that actually like an issue when it comes to Africa as a whole, but I mean some people have it easy, while some people have it like the way you explained. So can you explain like how your integration of Starknet and USDC, like how it aims to enhance trust and security for the users in sub-Saharan Africa?
Okay. So first and foremost, we have implemented our integration in a way that it's really easy to use. Yeah. So in regards to security, we have first implemented it in an easy to use format. Secondly, we have implemented it in a format that we currently know best. So the most predominant form of on-ramping or off-ramping in sub-Saharan Africa, because of the regulations, is a peer-to-peer type system. So we have implemented it in a peer-to-peer type system to be able to what to get the users who are already conversant with that form of usability. Yeah. The reason as to why we integrated Starknet and USDC is because personally, I do believe in Starknet's view and Starknet's mission and what they're trying to accomplish. I believe that zero knowledge blockchains is going to be the future of blockchain. So that's why we have done Starknet, because first and foremost, we believe in what Starknet is trying to accomplish. We're doing USDC. The reason as why we're going for stablecoins is because on our side, yeah, we do not have any worries like loss due to volatility of the token. So if you are a business person and let's say I buy one Ethereum today at 3,600, and then tomorrow I sell, because of the demand, I sell that Ethereum at 3,300, then I get to carry the loss. But if we do a stable coin, we are guarded against the volatility that is in the crypto market, and we know that volatility is always going to be there. Yeah. So back to your question, security. I cannot say that we are very optimally secure, yeah, but we're definitely working on that because we're doing a peer-to-peer kind system, and that has a few loopholes. But yeah, we are working on that. The reason as why we're doing Starknet and USDC, we're doing Starknet because Starknet is scalable, and I do believe in what Starknet is trying to accomplish. And we're doing USDC mainly stablecoins because it guards us against the volatility of the crypto market that is always going to be there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a good one. So what factors do you think would contribute to the adoption rates of Oneramp, like among other African users that not just people in sub-Saharan Africa?
Okay, first and foremost, I would want to state a statistic. So the Chainalysis put that the number of transactions that are coming from Africa at about 2.3% of the global transactions. Yeah, but in that 2.3%, it already signifies an increase from what was there the year before. So that means that people are getting onto the space, which is a good thing. Yeah. Secondly, one of the reasons as to why I think that Oneramp is here to stay and is because first, the 2.3% equates to 111.7 billion. So it's a huge market in sub-Saharan Africa. Yeah, like it's a really huge market. But yeah, the things that make Oneramp stand out is that we have a really easy to use interface. To the crypto education in Africa is increasing every other day. So we have a lot of crypto education communities. We have Starknet Africa. Starknet Africa has multiple sub-communities such as Starknet Uganda, Starknet Kenya, Starknet Nigeria, Starknet Congo. So all those people are doing education and onboarding users, and all those users are going to need a way to get onto the crypto space. So there is an actual demand for what we are building. Yeah. Secondly, we do think that with what Starknet is doing, yeah, with what Starknet is doing, we might leverage Starknet's publicity and Starknet's scalability to get more users, because users would want something that is efficient or something that is scalable. So if Starknet does well, so will Oneramp. So we aim to leverage on Starknet as a blockchain to also build Oneramp. And we are also implementing multiple features. Like Oneramp is continuously building. So we are building in that we get user feedback. So we shall use the user feedback to keep building something that the users actually want. And we hope that way we are able to stay in the market. But beyond Oneramp, because Oneramp is, yes, the on and off ramp, Oneramp also has another product that is called Shukuru Wallet. And the goal behind Shukuru Wallet was to give utility to cryptocurrency. So other than looking at cryptocurrency as just a form of speculation, or let me put my money in cryptocurrency and let the value go up, what Shukuru Wallet was doing is that we give actual utility to cryptocurrency, such as being able to buy data bundles, being able to buy airtime, being able to pay your bills directly using your cryptocurrency. So there will be no need for you to like keep switching to fiat money. You can actually use your cryptocurrency to pay for goods and services. So yeah, we aim to leverage on what we are building with Shukuru as well to be relevant and to stay in the market and to keep growing. Yeah, so beyond just on and off ramping, we shall build different projects, different products to stay in the market and to give actual use case to blockchain. We want to change the narrative of blockchain just being speculation. Like, no, let's use the currency, yeah, as a means of transaction. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I think you didn't actually address one of my question though. I asked your product, would it just function for people in the sub-Saharan Africa, or it's also function for every other person in Africa in the long run? And also, is your wallet did you integrate Starknet in your wallet, or we have not integrated it for like as of now?
So we are in the process of building Starknet in Shukuru wallet. So Starknet is a little different from the other EVM chains that we already have, and it's also different from BTC because we already have BTC. We're in the process of building Starknet within the wallet. Secondly, we are going to mainly do sub-Saharan Africa. First is because this is where I stay. So this is, I know the people here. Yeah. So it's easy to build for the people you are with because you know them, you know what they need, you know how their psychology is, and you get so yeah, strictly building for sub-Saharan Africa. Their goals there, we do have growth in mind because right now we only have 2 countries. Yeah. Sub-Saharan Africa has what, 30 countries, 40 countries, really quite a lot of countries. Of course, we do not intend to have all the 40 countries. There are countries that the volume is barely recognizable, such as Niger. But we do intend to have the countries that have quite a volume that is coming out of them. So from the Chainalysis report, Nigeria is the one that has the most volume, then Ghana, then Kenya, then Tanzania, then Uganda, Zambia. So those are the markets we intend to cover. We only cover 2 markets, but we intend to add about 5 more markets to be present in 7 markets. So that would be a good start for us. Yeah. Emmanuel, you are mute.
I don't know why. Okay, so this will be like second to the last question. So, what strategies like are you going to employ to balance between user friendliness, security, and um, regulatory compliances like for your platform? I mean, considering like the location that you are currently like building on right now.
Okay. So when it comes to regulation, now that becomes a different ballgame because we do know that Sub-Saharan Africa has stringent regulation if it comes to cryptocurrency related businesses. We have seen that in Nigeria, we have seen that in Uganda. Binance Uganda shut down, so we just use the Binance Global. I think Binance in Nigeria shut down as well. So yes, we do have a regulation problem. However, we know that regulation always finds technology ahead. Yeah. So Bitcoin came out in 2008, became mainstream around 2011. The US government did not recognize Bitcoin until like the Bitcoin ETFs came along. Before that, they were fighting it. And when they failed to fight it, they got a way of taxing it, and they had to do it through taxing the people who were using the exchanges and when they're withdrawing their money. So the government got a way of benefiting from cryptocurrency. Yeah. And right now we have ETFs where now Bitcoin is publicly traded, which is a good thing. I'm just trying to say that the government right now is not so crypto enthusiastic, but we are going to build nonetheless. And we shall try as much as possible not to break the laws. So the law is, it advises the people, do not buy cryptocurrency. But if you have to buy it, you're buying it at your own risk. Yeah. So the people who are engaging in cryptocurrency right now are what we call early adopters. And we shall go with the early adopters. In the future, when the government eventually comes on board, we shall be there to gain from more people now getting into the space. So how do we intend to work around the regulation is to just keep building, do not break any laws. Peer-to-peer is not going against the law to trade with a different person. You're not breaking any law. Yeah. So we shall do that, and we shall keep in touch in communication with the government and see maybe how can we work with them. But yeah, we shall keep building. When it comes to security, we are we are building as well in regards to security. But as we know, the blockchain is so secure, like it's not going to be hacked. And even the systems that you build, I do not see any loophole in which Oneramp can currently be compromised. Yeah. What we just have to do at Oneramp is to make Oneramp trusted. So right now you are still young, and many users will be like, can I trust Oneramp? Can I actually transact with them? You know, but the goal is to build the trust. The security is already guaranteed by the network. Yeah, so it's already guaranteed by the blockchain. You have a vault, a wallet that's a vault that is not going to be compromised. So that is very secure. On the Web2 side, you are using mobile money. The only way they're going to compromise you is if a person hacks into your mobile money, and yeah, that is now not on your side. That's beyond you. So we are building on that. The goal is to try to get as much trust as possible. What else? What else? Just a second. User friendliness. Yeah, we are making ourselves as user friendly as possible. We shall keep iterating. So right now we think that the interface we have is so easy to use. That's what we think, but the user might think otherwise. So we are open to feedback and keep building.
Okay. Yeah, thanks, man. So just a quick question. Is your product, is it live right now on Starknet? Can I go through it to probably try it out right now?
Yes, definitely you can. Can I share with you the link? Let me just get the chart. Let me type it in the chat. So please feel free to check out Oneramp, use Oneramp, and yeah.
Okay.
And give us feedback, yeah, because we are building for you guys, so use Oneramp and give us feedback. Also, since most of Starknet Africa community is in Nigeria, I would love to have discussions to see what are the ways to build in Nigeria. I do not know how Nigeria works, but I know that Nigeria uses cards mainly and not mobile money. So yeah, it's a discussion that I'm willing to have with anyone who is interested. How do we build in Nigeria? What on-ramp do you currently have in Nigeria for Starknet? Yeah. Maybe Emmanuel, you could answer that.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
What on-ramp do you have in Nigeria for Starknet?
Yeah, there a lot of them. There is Bondo. I don't know if you know Bondo. There are a few of them actually, but most people use uh, P2P like Binance, but it has been banned actually. Then now people use Bybits, but people prefer to use centralized exchanges over here to do their P2P. Why? Because they feel it's more safe. Also, but yeah, that's it. Well, there are actually a few other platforms you could use. Well, I myself actually use Bybit. I used to use Binance, but it was banned based on uh whatever reason they had to. But yeah.
And how does so you P2P, but then for USDC, since USDC is not on USDC Starknet is not on Binance right now, so that means to get USDC Starknet, the person has to bridge, right?
Yeah, yeah, you have to bridge actually. Yeah.
How are platforms like, I know Bitmama is raising a lot of money. I know PayChant is raising a lot of money. How are they doing it in Nigeria? I believe if they are raising money, meaning the traffic is good, meaning there are still users that use their services other than crypto exchanges. So yeah, maybe you could tell me about that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, personally, I've not used Bitmama. I mean, I've not used Bitmama personally because I don't trade often. I mean, I just don't trade often. So I think just like I said, most platforms are now they are quite functional, but then what's really like popular, what's very, very popular are centralized exchanges, to be honest. And because we have seen a lot of products come up, then they don't like get to be what they say what they want to be, basically. Like it happens a lot. So people now prefer to use like what they trust. That's why I was like asking like about the trust end of your own platform, right? People get to use like what they trust. I mean, especially in Africa. And that's why you see most people use centralized exchange to do their P2P, basically, because it's a lot easier and probably you have like an entity to trust with your money. So that's the mentality. And what actually caused this is because people get to raise money, but they don't end up getting something done, basically. I mean, it's not just a Nigerian thing. I think it's a general stuff actually, basically. It's a general stuff, basically.
Yes. So building trust is one of the most important aspects. How do you build trust? And that is something we definitely have to consider. How to build trust. Yes, we are open to ideas. Maybe if anyone in the discussion has an idea, we are definitely open to ideas. So, like, what ideas do you have on how to build trust? How does Romp do it? How does banks do it? Yeah, like, is it because they are too big to fail? Probably. Like, how do they build trust? Any ideas?
Yeah, probably I will leave that to someone in here to answer as well. But I think based on trust, right? Just like you mentioned, some people feel that, let's say Binance is too big to fail. That's why you see most people use Binance before they were banned in Nigeria. So that's actually a very big factor when it comes to that. So, which is why you see smaller products, they take time to reach global scale because of the trust issues, basically. But I think let me just leave the floor for someone else to like approach this in a different way. So if you're in the call and you want to like take this, you can unmute and tackle it.
Darlington is in the call. Darlington, do you mind answering?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Sir, I think there might be a bit of noise in my background, but uh, well, the question is as regards to the trust issue, right? Just confirm because I was a bit distracted. Uh, I think like just to add to what Paul has said, right? Another thing that helps with the trust issue is more or less like people kind of like have this head mentality where I can trust the platform just because maybe my friend told me he has used it for like multiple transactions and everything has gone smooth so far. For example, when Binance was banned, next up I asked a few persons and they were like, okay, I'm now on Bybit. I now do my trades on Bybit. And from there, I just opened the Bybit account. So I think that's one other thing that also helps people like build that trust, right. There's really no better marketing than word of mouth because once I feel like every other person is using it, then they are probably trustworthy or something. Yeah, that's the only thing that comes to mind apart from simplicity and simplicity and reliability. So yeah,
Yeah, I think that's that's very important. Network effects, yeah, because you get onto some platforms because someone has referred them, so you get to trust them because another person thinks they're good, so you think they're good. And marketing, yeah, and marketing. Bybit has really done a lot of marketing, like extensive marketing, and I believe that they are, if half of Nigeria gets onto Bybit, that's already a really huge stride for them against Binance. Uh, Bybit is not facing any regulatory issues in Nigeria, like completely.
Mm, I wouldn't say that right now, but you know, over time, when the government shows that something is a problem, that's when they get to like tackle it, because they felt like, okay, the whole Naira devaluation was caused by Binance, so they had to ban Binance and P2P and out of Nigeria and stuff. So probably when they feel that Bybit is also an issue, but I don't really see them as an issue. They just created a platform for people to transact, right? So um I think the government are just being government. I mean, they're just being like who they are, and we can't we can't do nothing about that. So we just have to keep on adapting, because I feel we're actually adapting to whatever they do. So yeah, basically. So uh apart from that, when I asked for your link, I also forget to say probably you should just demo your product that is on Starknet, if that's possible. So let me make you a co-host so you can share your screen. Yeah, hold on.
Okay, you see my screen? No, I've not started sharing. If you said you saw, I would be like, no, you're lying. Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
I'm looking for the share screen. Okay. My entire screen. Okay, you see the screen, right?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So just a second. So we do support Uganda and Kenya. Yeah. So this is Uganda, this is Kenya. And if say you select Kenya, Kenya uses Safaricom as their main telecom network, but they also have Airtel Kenya, and we do support both of them. So if you try with MTN, this should ideally fail. Yeah, like so it's telling you the phone network not supported because MTN is not in Kenya. So you'd probably have to use Safaricom or Airtel Kenya. And so 1,000 is equivalent to 7. You get 7 USDC if you're to do Kenya, but let's say I'm in Uganda and I want to get 10,000. The networks that are supported are these two, yeah. And so 10,000 is only equivalent to 2.6 $2.6 as well, yeah. So I'll go through the checkout, and I would put my Starknet address here. So I would just get my Starknet address. So I'll put my Starknet address, and I will put the number that I am going to make the transaction from. Yeah. So the reason as why you put the number that you're going to make the transaction from is so that we can know that the person who said is going to send from this number has actually sent the funds. And it also helps if you're having with like a huge volume of transactions. You need to know that it is this person who has ideally asked to send the funds. So you'd put this, and you go to the next step. And what the next page does is that it gives you the transaction details. So yeah, at the start it showed you that you get about 2.6, but because of the fee, which is 0.5, so because of that fee, this is the total you'll receive. So less by 0.5, which is about 1% or 1.5%. And then you'd continue to the checkout. So you'd confirm these details, and if the details are not right, then you'd go back and re-enter the details. So it will tell you, please make the payment. This is the merchant code you make the payment, and these are the names it has to show you, just the same way you do with a peer-to-peer. Yeah. So and the reference, it's very important that user puts in this reference number, or they put in any other reference number, anything other than the word cryptocurrency, because the moment you put cryptocurrency, then the network providers can hold the money and like refuse to release the money. So you have to put in any other context other cryptocurrency. But I believe that people in the blockchain space already know this, so they don't need to be told. So I would make a transaction. I would make a transaction to this. And immediately I make the transaction, I would notify the person that, hey, I have made the payment. And once they notify, we shall receive a notification on our dashboard. And let me just show you how the dashboard is. Okay. How do I share the entire screen? Okay, I don't know how to share the entire screen, but we do have a dashboard that will where we receive the notifications of the transactions that are coming in, and immediately we then make the transaction from our dashboard and then notify the user that, hey, we have made the transaction. So I am going to go to my dashboard and I'll notify the user that I have made the transaction, and the user will also receive a confirmation on their home screen that, yeah, the transaction was actually made. So yeah, so on the home screen, they should be notified that, hey, the transaction was completed, and they can confirm with their address that the transaction was actually completed. Yeah. So when it comes to selling, let's say I want to sell 10 USDC, and yeah, and I want the money to be received here. I would go ahead to sell. I would put the phone number where I want the fiat money to be sent to. Yeah, so I'll put that phone number, and then it gives you an option to connect your Starknet wallet address. So yeah, then you select the wallet you want to connect with, and this is already connected. And then you go ahead to continue. And this is, so your 10 would be equivalent to 38,000 Ugandan shillings. Yeah. And then you continue to check out. So it gives you an option of either copying the admin address and then make the funds to it, or you could just directly since you have connected your wallet, you could just pay with your wallet. Yeah. So let me go with pay with wallet. Do you see my wallet screen or don't you see my wallet screen?
No, I'm not seeing it.
Okay. Okay. Do you see my wallet screen?
Nope.
Mm, Okay.
It's okay. Okay.
You see the wallet screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it would it asks you to first approve. So yeah, I think I already approved, and that's why it is it has just given me to confirm. But yeah, it pops up your wallet screen, and then you can sign the transaction, and when you confirm the transaction, the funds will be sent to that wallet. And the moment we do receive funds, we still go to our admin dashboard, get the details you gave us that, hey, I want to send funds to this, and then we shall send funds to that. Yeah. So we shall then send the funds, and you can then receive your funds. So what screen do you see right now? Just confirming.
The Oneramp screen where you
Okay.
can copy your address and stuff. I've
Okay.
transferred the payments, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I've transferred the payment, and then we shall do confirm on this side, and you should be able to see that, okay, we have actually received the payment, and please check your wallet, and you'll actually find the payment. So you can see that the Oneramp screen has an option here for Telegram. So you can join the Telegram support group, and interact with us, and give us your feedback, or tell us that, hey, I made a transaction, I'm not seeing it, and then we shall it's basically a support group. So yeah, we shall immediately attend to that group. Yeah.
That's slick.
Uh, yeah, thank you very much, Paul, for that.
That's slick. Cool. So I think it's really a good plus for Starknet ecosystem, basically. So I think what we need is what we probably need is more eyes on your product, because it's already functional. Very functional, but like more eyes on your product and stuff. And yeah, so if anyone has a question, okay, there's a question in the chat box. Can you check that out, please?
This is production. So yeah, this is already in production. If you are in Uganda, or if you're in Kenya, please try us out. If you are in Tanzania, Zambia, we are coming very soon, and yeah, would love to definitely get more users directly using Oneramp to get onto Starknet ecosystem and participate in the DeFi Spring. Yeah, the DeFi Spring is still on, right?
Yeah, I think, yeah, I think it's actually on pause a little bit, but it's still going for some time.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So if anyone has a question, you can pop up to ask your question, and we'll now call it a night, I think. So if you have a question, just you can unmute yourself and ask. Okay. Nice. Cool. I think the API can be seen on the documents on your documents and stuff.
Yeah, so we do have an API as well. That is for people who want to build and directly implement
Yeah.
Oneramp. Yeah, you can get the quotes and you can ignite the transfers. Yeah, but that is I don't think it's production ready right now for Starknet. We shall definitely have to work on that, but we do have our widget that is very ready, and we're building. So depending on the use cases, maybe if you want to implement Oneramp onto your application, you can let us know, and we can see how we can do that as well. And yeah, have people directly ramping on your system would be nice. Yeah.
Cool. Cool. So if we don't have any question, we're going to call it a night. And thank you for explaining what Oneramp is all about. I think, just like I said, I think what we need to get more eyes on Oneramp. So because what you just did right now is very slick. It's a normal user can use your application, and that's a big plus for Africa on Starknet. And yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, Mubarak has asked about if we have plans to come to Nigeria. And yeah, we do have plans to come to Nigeria. I'll be in touch with Emmanuel. I'll be in touch with Darlington, and maybe we could see how what are the requirements to get into the Nigerian market. And yeah, it would be nice to have Nigerians on board, and we are open to co-founders. So if a person from Nigeria is probably interested in this and wants to get this into Nigeria, we can definitely have a conversation and see how you can get us into that market, and how you can be part of the team. Definitely, yeah.
That's cool. That's really cool. Okay, so thank you all for joining this community call. And if you probably have anything to watch or something to watch, the recording will be available tomorrow and on our YouTube channel. So it's good to have you all join our calls, and do have a good night's rest. So do you have any addition you want to make, Elias, before we call it? Wrap it up?
None at the moment. It's amazing having you guys here and watching us demo our product. And we would love to see as many people using Oneramp as possible. And we are building and building and building, and we are open to any suggestion. So in case you think there is something we can improve, please share. We shall definitely improve. In case you have an idea on how we can build, and maybe you want to partner with us in Nigeria, Ghana, Tanzania, or wherever, just let us know, and we are definitely open to having that conversation. And yeah.
Cool. Thanks, man. Thank you guys, and good night. Yeah, bye.